A vile family reunites after the mysterious and sudden death of the patriarch to decide whether to sell his luxurious mansion and pocket the returns or keep the abode in their family name. While bickering about this issue, a plucky leprechaun is awakened when one of the girls finds what appears to be a treasure chest full of gold coins, leading to a rather vicious display of family greed. Hey everyone, I'm going to do this review without a script just to see how much I can remember. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am the Artie Dans and this is Shockmania. I like to review silly movies like this. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for returning and checking out this review of Leprechaun The Beginning, a new ITN classic. And you know straight away, as soon as you see the words ITN, you're in for a bit of an interesting film. This one I found while scrolling Prime last night, so I'm hoping that I can remember something. And this is one of those movies that when you're scrolling Prime, when you're scrolling Tubi, Foursome, those kind of websites, you see these really cool posters and you think, I know this is crap, but I'm still going to watch it anyway. And certainly as soon as the film starts and you see those three letters, ITN, you know this is going to be just some British rubbish. Now, the name obviously Leprechauns is interested in me because I think we all know of that early 90s series with Warwick Davis, yes. Anyway, who was the Leprechaun character. Now the Leprechauns are Irish, right? Now, strange thing about this movie is our Leprechaun does not appear to be Irish in the slightest. I can't quite pick the accent. ITN seems to have a habit of casting Ukrainians or Russians or something of that kind of region. So my guess is that this is where they've picked up this guy. Now, of all the characters in the movie, I have to say he is the most likable, which is really odd because you're thinking as the killer in the film, he's not the one that you should be cheering for. But really, when you watch this film, he is the only character that you will enjoy. Everyone else is just vile and just horrible. They're badly written and they're badly acted. And so thus, they're just, you can't wait for any of them to die. And indeed, you know, the ending was a bit of a surprise. And I have to say I did enjoy it. Now, I have to say, again, I did enjoy this film. I know it's weird. I know it's a bad film, but, you know, that's just what I like. I like these bad films. I tried to watch after this Mouseboat Massacre, but I only got about 10 minutes in because I realized there was no subtitles and I need subtitles. So I need to find it on another platform that has subtitles so that I could follow along with the whispering in the film. Now, when it comes to this one, you're probably thinking, does this have anything to do with those previous Leprechaun movies? Well, the simple answer is absolutely, positively, definitely not. Nothing to do with any of those previous Leprechaun movies. This is just using the word beginning to suck you in thinking, oh yes, it's a continuation of that series that I really love, that boosted Jennifer Aniston into fame and that she's tried to bury her participation in, but it's not. It's got nothing to do with that. Now, there is one thing. As soon as the movie started and, you know, you get the opening establishing shots, there's a guy in this film who looks remarkably like Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. And I'm sitting there scratching my head waiting for him to talk, going, there's no effing chance that this is Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. And, you know, it wasn't, thankfully. Just the guy with the British accent who starred in a lot of these ITN horror slasher films. In fact, a lot of the people in this movie have starred in previous ITN slasher films like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, like Pinocchio's Revenge, like that Island of the Dolls film. You know, these guys, they just finish one production, go to the next one. Finish it, go to the next one. It's a factory that just churns out these horror slashers that we sit down and we watch and we make these videos about on YouTube going, God, that was crap. But secretly, deep down inside, there was part of it that we really enjoyed. What I enjoyed was just watching all the vile people get killed. And I think that's what you'll enjoy about this film too. One thing, there's a lot of things. Something that really irritated me about this film is the constant need to give a lot of backstory. And that's, you know, it's one of those things that comes with low budget filmmaking. You don't get a lot of destruction and you get a lot of story. And in this movie's case, there's a lot of backstory. There's a lot of setting up what's happened. There's a lot of setting up the relationship between the two sisters in this movie. There's a lot of, you know, setting up the relationship of the dad in this film who has died, and of course the Leprechaun as well. The Leprechaun, who I said is my favourite character in the movie because I like his riddles. And there is a great bit in the film where the dad quizzes the Leprechaun, and the Leprechaun hates it. He doesn't like being quizzed. But those questions that he's quizzed on, the Leprechaun then repeats to a different character in the movie. I actually thought whoever wrote this film, I think that bit is my favourite, so thank you for that. Using the patent pending ghost rating, one day I will patent this, which stands for great horror or stupid trash. 2 ghosts. 2 ghosts because I liked the Leprechaun character and I thought he was fun. But in reality, it is a 1 ghost film. It is quite terrible. But terrible can also mean fun, and terrible can also mean something that you can enjoy, something that you can laugh at, and something you can go, oh, I wasted my time. But did you really? Because if you're entertained by it, did you really waste your time? Anyway, as I said at the start of the video, I am the Artie Dance. Thank you so much for tuning into Shockmania. If you're new, please press subscribe. There's also a link in the description of the video for a Discord channel where I would like to get to know some of you and have a bit of a chat with you. Otherwise, like, subscribe, all that other jazz. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to comment.